So I've just done a massive, well, I say massive, it felt massive, but it's not. I just did a video on Louboutins. That was like part 1 somewhere. This is part 2. This is all my other like designer sort of shoes that I could get my hands on. Just because I don't think people are going to be that interested in seeing like the cheapy crappy shoes for now. So yeah, let's stick with these. The first pair that I'm like grabbing, it's all going to be random by the way, like no set rhythm and routine. This pair is a Kurt Geiger pair. I bought these, oh god, I was probably about 16 when I bought these, and I got them in the sale actually at Kurt Geiger in Kingston, and these were just everything to me at the time, and I still love them. I mean, they are ridiculous, but they're the only pair of shoes I own where they're like just completely satin. Like, I love them. They've got a really sparkly heel and platform. I'm filming in like daylight, but if you were to see these like under the proper lights, they're so sparkly, and I don't know, they were just very sort of like bedroom glamour. This next pair, I was just grabbing these by the way because they're not in boxes, so that's easy. This pair is a pair of boots by, oh god, it'd help if I could show them. They're a pair of ankle boots by Celine. Now Celine is a make that, I mean, I knew of, but I had never like wanted anything from Celine because I'd seen her handbags were like ridiculously expensive, and I'd been into one of her stores and it was very sort of, you know, just like average designer where you kind of walk into like a white cube and there's like 3 things hanging on the wall. It was very that. But I went into a TK Maxx by me and I saw these boots. I saw them at first and I thought, what the hell are those ugly things sitting there? They look like, I don't know, like you're gonna go wade through a swamp or something. I thought, what are these boots? I tried them on and boy was I wrong. The minute I tried these on, I was in love with them. Not only are they the most comfortable boots I've ever bought in my life, they're just so weird and different. I can't really explain it, but have you ever done that where you try something on because you think it's going to be like ugly, so you try it on for fun, but then you actually fall in love with it? They're like a maroon sort of coloured leather, like a purpley brown, and they've got this weird wedge thing that's like skinny but fat with a square toe. The square toe is what I love, it's so 90s. They look amazing with bootcut jeans where you only see the square toe, but they also look amazing when you just tuck your skinnies over the top of them. I love the fact that they're boots that are so skinny to the ankle that you can actually fit them under your skinny jeans, and the leather in them is like butter. It's so soft. But yeah, I love these. They've got leather soles, which means they kind of get eaten up quite quickly. But yeah, love those. They're actually probably my favourite shoe purchase ever. They were marked down from like 1,000 and something ridiculous, and I got them in the sale for like 120, I think. But I was happy with that. The next pair are actually from Topshop, but oh yeah, I know why I put these here. These are from Topshop Premium Collection, which they do every now and then. And this was from a couple of years ago, and it was the Kate Bosworth collection, so it was designed by Kate Bosworth. These shoes are incredible. They're red patent, but they have this really slim heel that's pushed all the way back, and it's square. They were very copycatty of like Jimmy Choos of the time, but seriously, the leather and the padding inside them, all of this is leather, like everything about it is leather. They are so comfy and so amazing. Like the craftsmanship that's gone into these, you would think they were designer 100%. I mean, even the soles are leather. Yeah, you'd 100% think they were designer, when actually full price they were only £90. If it's going to focus, don't think it is. So yeah, these are amazing. It's so worth a look at high street shops that do like a premium range, because you'll get the quality of designer shoes, but obviously on a better budget. The next pair are really beaten up the box. These are a pair of Dolce & Gabbanas that I got. I got these when I met my boyfriend and we went to Bicester on our, I think it was our first weekend together. Might have been our second weekend together, but either way he took me to Bicester and these are what I found. They are these little tiny pumps, like they make your feet look so tiny. They've got a little satin heel and they've got the suede soles, and then they're kind of like see-through-ish, but they're all made out of lace. Like they're just so, when I put these on I just felt like my feet looked so tiny, and the shape is very like Disney, if you know what I mean, like that sort of round toe. I just thought they were really cute. These are a 41, they fit like a dream. See, unlike Louboutin. See, how is it that like a Dolce & Gabbana, so another designer, 41, fine. Louboutin, 43. These Celine boots, by the way, are a 41 and a half. And the Topshop ones are a 42. The next pair is a pair of Jimmy Choos. These are a size 42. These I got on my birthday last year for my 23rd. Actually on my birthday I went shopping and I treated myself to these because I felt like buying myself something. They're just a really, again the light's really poor so it's not showing up, but they are so sparkly and they're like a nice height heel. They're not ridiculous stripper heel, but they're just a champagne coloured slingback. They're really pretty, really comfy. Jimmy Choo, really comfy. And if you struggle for sizes, Jimmy Choo go up to a size 43. They like never stock it, but if you go on, now don't read me, but I can never pronounce this website. It's called like My There's A or something. Like I'll leave a link for it in the description. It's a legit website. It's a bit like a Net-a-Porter. They stock a 43 in like so many pairs of Jimmy Choo. But also on Jimmy Choo you can do like a create your own shoe, and it costs no more than just buying a shoe regularly, but they go up to 43 as well. So like, but Jimmy Choo 43 should be like a genuine 43, because Jimmy Choo's come up like pretty much true to size. Just FYI, if anyone's trying to find larger size shoes, like I know it's difficult, believe me. The next pair is actually from LK Bennett. LK Bennett is a great make, especially if you're in the UK. I don't know if you can get it elsewhere, but in the UK you find LK Bennett on most high streets. These were just a little pair of snake print shoes that I got years ago when I was like 18. They've got the suede soles and they're pure leather. They're so soft, like they actually feel like they could be real snake skin, which obviously they're not, but like they feel like they could be. But when they're on, they're just so classic, like they'll never go out of style, but you full on got like the luxury feel, you know, like it comes with its dust bag, it has the suede soles, like it's definitely like a luxury brand, you know, even their boxes is good, but yet the price is like full price. They're about £100, but you can always pick them up in the sale. Like these I got in the sale, like I said, when I was like 18, and I think I paid like 50 quid or something. So LK Bennett is definitely one to look for if you want like that quality without the ridiculous price tag. The next pair are by Vivienne Westwood. Vivienne Westwood with Melissa. Now these I got when they first came out. Again, I was probably about 17 at the time. Sorry, coming in and out of focus. These were when they very first launched. I mean, they're everywhere now, everyone's got them, but I just love these little Lady Dragon peep toes. They smell like bubblegum still after all these years. They're just so like summer Barbie sort of shoes. These are a 41/42. They're kind of like, they're rubber, so like anyone can fit in them, I think. Like the whole shoe is bendy. They're just like little doll shoes though. Love those. You can get them in a bunch of different colours. Like I've seen them now where people are wearing them to their wedding and stuff, where they do them in white. It's whatever you want. Next pair is another LK Bennett. Right, now don't judge me on these ones. These ones are lower than most of my heels, but these are just a really strappy little sandal. They're like woven. The whole thing is woven, so they hug your feet, and the heel is such a perfect little height that, like, high enough to feel cute but like low enough to be comfy. And these I took on holiday, and they're just like, you feel like you want to be, you know, just going to dinner on holiday in a shoe like that. But yeah, and they're a 41 from LK Bennett. LK Bennett fit really generously and go up to 42. And again, you can pick them up at Bicester and places like that. If you've never been to Bicester, it's an outlet village, just full of designer shops, but it's all their past season stuff. Brilliant place to go for bargains. The next pair is another Topshop premium pair. These again were the Kate Bosworth collection. Her collection was amazing. Like, Topshop hasn't done anything like that in so long. I mean, I've been working there for 6 years, and like, they used to do great collections, and the last one was like a Kate Moss collection that they did a few years ago, and I bought like half of that. But they haven't done any like great collaborations with anyone at the moment. I mean, I know we've got like that whole Ivy Park thing, but that's just sportswear. But anyway, these are amazing. They're again leather soles, and they've got that square little heel pushed right the way back, but they're like a little shoe boot thing. They just, at the time, okay, this is when the collection launched. It was the time that Coven, American Horror Story Coven, was on telly. So yeah, whenever that was quite a few years ago. But yeah, I remember watching Coven and being like, oh my god, I've got to buy those shoes, because like, you know when you watch something and then you're convinced that you're a witch or something, or is that just me? But no, I saw those and I was like, yes, I'm gonna wear them all the time. Never really wore them, but I love them none the least. So I'm trying to rush through to get all these done so it's not like an hour video. The next pair are actually Sam Edelman. Now, does anyone hear of this make anymore? Because when I was like 16, so I'm going back quite a few years now, this make becomes so big, especially in the UK, that like you couldn't open a magazine without people having his shoes on, and especially this pair, the Larissa. And now you just don't hear anything of them, but they were like the shit back in the day. These are just a little suede peep toe pair of shoes, but the whole heel is black studs and black Swarovski crystal, and they've got a really lovely leather sole. I'm a sucker for a leather sole, in case you haven't noticed. Like, it's just details of like good craftsmanship that I like. But yeah, these were like the ish in the day. You could get them in like 12 colours, but no one seems to wear them anymore. But I feel like these are good to still wear because it's subtle, the spikes on them. I mean, I say subtle, but it's because I didn't get them with like the silver spikes or the gold spikes or something. Because I kind of feel like that whole spiky thing is kind of out now. But these should stay, you know, good to wear for the next for the next however long, because they're not as like in your tits, like bam in your face, as like gold studs. The next pair, oh, I didn't actually mean to grab these, sorry, I just grabbed so many boxes. These aren't really designer or anything. These are just a pair of Kendall and Kylie shoes. We don't actually have this make over in the UK. I believe they're made by Office. I don't know. I mean, we obviously have Office, but never like stocked this. I just found these in TK Maxx and I fell in love with them. I don't follow the Kardashians or anything, but I like their shoes. So I also have a pair of like thigh-high boots from Kendall and Kylie. Next pair, heavy, is another pair of Vivienne Westwoods. These I got for my 23rd birthday. My dad bought them for me when we were out shopping. And he also got me a lovely necklace from Vivienne Westwood as well. These are Melissa again, but they're, I don't know, they're like a platform sandal sort of thing, but they're all molded in one. They're kind of weird and fetishy, but I love them. They smell like bubblegum. They've got a little tiny gold orb on there, and then this really heavy like S&M buckle. But yeah, I just saw these and I thought, oh my god, they're so amazing. They're so trashy, but I love them. And they come with a really, like, Vivienne Westwood shoes all come with like a nice dust bag and stuff. I have a lot of Vivienne Westwood handbags. The next pair are YSL, Yves Saint Laurent. These are quite an old pair now. They come with a really nice satin dust bag. These I had to have because I'm like a shoe collector, and I feel like there's certain shoes that like are quite definitive of a time, and you just kind of feel like you need to own them. Now I was going to get these in the pump version, but again, everyone has that, so I wanted something slightly different. So I got them in the slingback. They're the Trib 2, whatever. There, you see all the celebrities have these, like everyone has these, but I don't see as many people with the slingback, especially not in this colour. I see everyone with the black pump, which is super cute, but I just wanted something a bit different. These are a 42, they fit like a glove, they're amazing, they're like super soft leather, and I don't know what it is, but these do not feel high when you wear them. They're super comfy. Like, I can't really moan about those. And these you can pick up in, I mean, I got these a few years ago now, but because they're old and they're kind of like a discontinued line, you can pick them up in places like Bicester and stuff, and outlet villages for really cheap. Like, you know, pick them up for like 100 quid. The next pair, sorry, I promise we're getting there. The next pair are from Sophia Webster. Now, I don't know if a lot of you know about Sophia Webster, but her shoes are super cute. They're so, like, she does all those, like, shoes that look like they're made out of sweets and stuff. This pair I picked up in the sale this time last year, so just after Christmas, for £140, which I thought was really good. They're a little pair of tartan booties. They're so cute. They're so like 1970s rock star. What I love is I love the heel that's kind of fat and then looks like a stiletto from the back. I love that. It's really 90s. I love that, and I love a square toe on a boot. Just something that I love. The soles are really cute. They're leather again, but they've got a stitched heart just underneath. I've worn these just a couple of times. They're very high when they're on, but her shoes are so cute, and again, like an untapped resource. Like, people should know more about her, but you don't really see many people wearing her stuff. The next pair is a pair from Coach. These I got in TK Maxx quite a while ago, and I wore them to death. But then when I saw them pop up on TK Maxx's website, I bought them again because I was like, I've got to replace them. I don't actually know what they're called. I might know if I actually bothered to look. Danny. They're called Danny. Now, I've never bought anything from Coach before. These shoes, so comfy. I mean, there's nothing that, like, oh my god, raise the roof amazing about the design, but you know when you just try something on and you just love it, and it's so, goes with everything, goes with dresses, goes with jeans. I could wear it on a night out, I can wear it out shopping with my family, I can, you know, you can just kind of do whatever in a shoe. That's why the other pair got destroyed, because I just wore them so much. Again, they've got like the leather soles and they're really good quality, so you do get that like luxury feel, but the price, oh my god. So I got these for 60 quid, like, so for 60 quid you could buy a pair of shoes from like Office or somewhere that aren't as great quality. So that was a good find. Definitely not to underestimate a TK Maxx. The next pair is, I don't know if you can see that, Charlotte Olympia. Her shoes, oh, I love her shoes. These are called Happily Ever After, I think. Yeah, they are. These I've already shown in one of my videos. I got these for my 21st and I will cherish these shoes forever. Love them. These shoes, yeah, I got them for my 21st. They're unbelievably cute. One says Once Upon a Time, the other one says Happily Ever After, but it's so subtle because it's really swirly print. When you're walking past, you'd honestly just think it's a print, not a thing, until you actually stop and read it. They've got the Gold Island platform, which is like her little signature. I love them because I so wanted, you know, the minute you first saw Sarah Jessica Parker as Carrie at the wedding in Sex and the City 2, and she had these on, I wanted them so badly, like as in a pair of the, it's called the Dolly, where the plain version of it is called the Dolly. I so wanted those. And then when I saw that these, like I saw these online, because I am actually secretly a massive Disney fan and like a massive collector of Disney sort of crap. When I saw that these had like Happily Ever After and Once Upon a Time, I was like, oh. And this next pair is by Agent Provocateur. These are just random, like I'd honestly forgotten I had these. They're the cutest little fluffy mule pump things that I think are fully intended to be worn around the house, but like I am crazy enough to wear them out. These are a 41. Oh, by the way, Charlotte Olympias were a 42, the Coach were a 42. Well, actually they said 11 US, so I'm guessing that's a 42. Yeah, these are super cute. These are just a little pair of mules. I picked them up years ago and I'm still yet to wear them, but one day I feel like I will be that woman that just like wafts about a luxury manor in little fluffy stilettos, but that day isn't quite here yet. The next pair are actually from Agent Provocateur again. These have been worn out a lot though, so like don't judge. These again are little mules. They are just so sweet. I think they're called like the Marilyn or something. Yeah, the Marilyn. How did I know that? And the other ones are called Pom Pom. Oh, that was interesting. These are so cute. Agent Provocateur shoes have pink suede soles with like an engraved signature of the brand. It's so cute. Yeah, suede soles do get trashed, but you can always get them mended. These I've worn a lot. I feel like I say all the time. What's her name? Kelly Brook. She's like a sort of celebrity over here. She has them and she wears them a lot and she wears them out. So I like to know that I'm not the only crazy person that wears those shoes outside. And then the last pair of this epic shoe haul that you've probably not even made it to the end of alive are another pair of Charlotte Olympias, and these are called Caught in Charlotte's Web. These I picked up last year. I've forgotten when last year. I got them on a website called Outnet. Outnet is like the sister site of Net-a-Porter. So Net-a-Porter run their sales like twice a year, and then all their stuff just disappears. Like even if it hasn't sold, it just, the sale goes, it's not on their website anymore. Then lo and behold, all that stuff pops up later on the Outnet, which is like their sort of sister site, where they then reduce it even further. So I bought these on there. These are just so cute. They're so comfortable as well. They're a 42. Oh, and both of those Agent Provocateurs were 41, by the way. These are a 42. So cute, so comfy. They're just weird. They're just really weird. They're like cagey spider. I mean, I hate spiders, but I love these shoes. They're like cagey little spider webs. When they're on, they're so cute. They have a little gold spider on the front of the toe. They have her like gold plaque underneath the spider's web. Yeah, I just love them. I got them for, I think they were originally like £500 or £600 or something, and I picked them up for like, I don't think I paid more than £2, so I got a good discount on those. So it's definitely worth a look on that website, because you never know what you're going to find. I've had a couple of different pairs of shoes from there. They have Louboutin pop up on there. They have like a whole bunch of random stuff, so it's definitely worth a look on the outnet. Just don't buy the large sizes, because they're the ones I need. But yeah, I hope this was informative to some people. I will at some point do a full like, this is my shoe collection, but until I get my dressing room set up, then that's gonna have to wait, because I've kind of got shoes coming out my arse at the moment. I have them everywhere, so yeah, just wait for that. But thanks for watching. I will be posting more videos each week, so look out for that, and I hope you all have a good weekend. Bye.